I'm so glad y'all can make me laugh and I can make myself laugh. Number one, Hellcat coming in here with a "Have you seen my signature Wednesday?" and a name change to Spicy Hellcat. It just makes me laugh. I don't, as if Hellcat wasn't spicy enough. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Good afternoon. Happy time zone. Whew, man. Let's do a stationary chat. Goodness gracious. So yeah, let me catch up on things here. I was watching I was watching the chat here, replying, but yes. Where are we at here? Strange Camel. 57 months. Someone, thank you so much. Yes, Cold Hands. I almost had to like shame you on stream because the email didn't come for the winnings last week, and I was like, you know what? Let me check the spam. Let me check the junk mail, and there it was. So I got it out yesterday. Sorry about the delay. Newland, we did change the stream to where the post podcast, I thought I wanted a break. And it turns out that Thursday afternoon is not a good time for an afternoon stream because I usually need to be shipping on Thursday afternoons. But I wanted one afternoon stream so I could have mornings to work. So I just switched that to Wednesday, and we go right after the show on Thursday. So podcast is the same. I did change the stream times about a month ago for the second time this year. So, but we're good. We're good now. Thirdly, yes, Slumberland Studio has the Crystal Kuratoga Safari. That's the one I'm holding out for. Maybe when I get back from vacation next week, I don't want to order anything right now. I'll break down and order them, or I need to find where the clear one's back in stock. And I'll get a couple of them so I can do a blog giveaway or something with them. I always assumed the late one was right after the podcast. There must have always been a bit of downtime. I used to go right after it on Wednesdays when we had Wednesday. And we just roll right into it. And I was like, I could use a little break afterwards. But then now that the podcast is on Thursday, the break doesn't work as well for me. It was harder for me to do the podcast in the morning, then work, and then come back and stream. It was too much. So this has been working. So Icebox top looking neat and tidy. I just put up, well, that's because the floor is messy. Let's just be clear, JJ. I was going to have like a great comment about how good I am. It's literally just because it's now on the floor. Open side Morpheus, 10 months of something. Let's go. Let's go. Better than the first thing after a night shift. Oh my gosh. I was thinking about those days earlier this week. Giving up asking you about Orange Splash. You don't have to give up. It's just like I'm not avoiding answering the question. I just don't have the answers. From Corolla with the raid. What's up, Corolla? Hope you're doing great. Hope you painted with inks today. Or brush pens. Either way. Hashtag Tombo. Hope y'all are doing good. If y'all aren't following From Corolla, please go give them a follow. They're great. Go give them a follow. Woohoo! Streaking. 45 streams streaking. When does school end? Olive Octopus. What kind of... Oh, man, that is a really hard... From to hello. I see it. It's a cat. Unboxed stationery, including a rotor fod. Nice. I love the rotor fod. Shout out rotor fod. Not for me. Just like Plotter A5. Not for me. Traveler's Notebook. Not for me. I love all those things. Just not for me. Rotor Fodden's really cool. Really cool. Brad is Spoke still doing fountain pens. We still sell fountain pens. We're not going to make any new models. But we'll have these for a while. I mean, we're not going to be out of fountain pens for a couple years. So we're just not going to unless something, unless we get magical, innovation moments, I don't know that we're going to spend our time designing a new fountain pen, if that makes sense. But we're going to continue to sell what we have. And we have plenty. We have plenty. So, good morning, block from Seattle. That's a trip. That's a flight. Took me a while to decide to give the rotor fod a try, but I'm excited. It's an A6 collab cover with stationery selection. Okay. Now I could be into that. The smaller size. That's interesting. Do you have a link Do you have a link to that, or does Gentleman Stationer have like an A6 size? I didn't know that they came in smaller sizes. I haven't paid that much attention because I don't use like the 3 notebook stack. Danish Viking streaking. Let's go. Yeah, I was just playing around. I had put my A6 Mormon to the side, and was just doing some writing in it, and even just like this little bit, like on the edge, it's pretty tight. All right, so let's see here. Can y'all see this? Yes, you can. And I would like to be able to scroll. That's what I'm looking for. It's a Stayology. What size Stayology is that? I still don't think I could do the 3 book system. They have an A5 Slim. A5 Slim is cool. Okay. I just don't think I would never. I think these are so cool. I've had a Rotorfaden in the past. You can probably find a review on the blog. It's just too chunky. Like, again, I'm a chunky guy who does not like chunky notebooks. So like, and I'm not gonna. God, I hate having to scroll back and forth to these pictures to show y'all. But I like the Rotorfaden. Just not for me. Looks good on you though. So that's that one. Sorry, I'm just distracted now seeing say chunk again. Isn't that the guy from the Goonies? Is this A5 Slim? Is this his special edition? Is it A5 Slim? Just that one? Or is there another one? Okay, so he's got B6s. Is it just this one? A5 Slim, yep. Yeah, I would just never use that. It's the same. This is the same problem I have with Travelers for me. Yeah, A6. I'm actually surprised they would make A6, to be honest. What's up, Ali Mall? Chunky Rotorfaden is closer to a bag than a notebook. That is literally the last thing I need. But yeah. Great product. I could not use this. I've tried. God, how old is my Rotorfaden? I'm pretty sure I gave mine away somehow. Yeah. It's just cool as hell. Oh, look at that. $2020. So that was Sarah's. I think mine's older. Notebook review. Who knows? Who actually knows? I only keep one notebook in a folder of mine. So like, I say all this. Okay, so that's the A6. I say all this, and I have. How many minutes late can you be without an official tardy? Let me ask Tyler. He's a professional. I don't know. I think in my school it used to be like 7 minutes, something like that. Yeah, the Rotorfaden will give you a lot more room than a Traveler's. Like in the A5 size, you can get like you're getting into like 300 pages of notebook. Then we'll do that in a minute. So my point is that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notebooks on my desk. I just don't want them all in a thing and all with the same paper. I mean, you can mix up the inserts and stuff, but so yeah, I think it's a great product. Great product. Yosek over the weekend was awesome. Also went to Top Drawer, and they had a Paper Republic in town. Top Drawer is one of their 2 U.S.-based embassies. Where's Top? Not Top Drawer. I was thinking Paper Republic. Yeah, Top Drawer is from Japan. Is Otoya. Got a beautiful A6 holder and pen. Nice. Yeah, I like the Top Drawer aesthetic. I haven't reviewed like any top drawer products, but I did review that Colotino that they sent around. I didn't like it. Needless to say, I have not heard from them since. Digital medievalist. That's exactly right. You can have a sandwich that's too thick to eat, and a notebook that's too thick to use. Right? Like, do you really need like the deli sandwich from New York that's like head sized? I thought Republic had some outlets like in the U.S. I mean, they're all over my Instagram. I mean, I follow them, but I thought they were U.S. or Canada. I don't know. So I think at the last Stationery Fest, I bought some pouches from Top Drawer. It wasn't their brand, but like it was something that they carry, right? So, did you see the new Sailor Realo design? No. No, not yet. It's in the title, Newland. It's in the stream title today. Have you seen my Zento signature? I literally clicked on the link accidentally because I already had it prepped to talk about. I guess we'll do it now, Newland. Fine. God. Fine. But we should. It was on my list to talk about today because we're going to cover it on the podcast tomorrow. No, I actually wanted to do it now because I want to play with some inks and maybe do some coloring or something. Let's go, Nyx. Settle down. Nyx. Psh. Wait, you have a Zento signature? I'll have to check. I used it in my Hobonichi 5-year today. But with a 1 refill. 1 refill. Nyx. It would actually be a miracle if the Knicks won, and I'd be okay with it. I'm just not an NBA fan. I just don't know much. Just give me some more Wembanyama, and then I'll be good. Packing to move and still trying to decide what stationery to keep in my hand-carried stuff. That's a challenge. Can the Knicks win, but James Dolan lose? I think that's pretty fair. The Knicks might win, but do we win? All right, that's sports ball moment. Sailor Realo. I think y'all brought it up yesterday, kind of towards the end of the stream. And I didn't get a chance to look at it till last night. And then I'm writing the show notes for tomorrow's podcast. And you'll hear me repeat a lot of what I'm saying tomorrow on the podcast. But interesting what they did here. Any World Cup 2026 inks out? Good question. I haven't seen anyone say anything. Who would do that? Who would be interested in doing that? I don't know. No clue. Okay. So I'm going to use this, and even Newland, I had the Stilo and Stile inks because they had the best images up. I'm going to put, well, they probably have more. Do they have more on this page? We'll see. Same pictures here. We'll see if I have the same problem with this is just, okay. All right. Sailor Realo. So the Sailor Realo is Sailor's piston filler. Historically, it's only been moderately popular because it's a pretty decent premium for the extra hardware, right? Like a Pilot Custom 823. But it was never as good as like the 823. But even though that 823 is a VAC, I get it. But it was in that same price point. I never felt it was as good as the 823, like price point wise. But it's a piston filler. It's cool. It's shaped like the 1911. And there were some technical issues with it in some of the sealing and some of the production of it. I didn't think it was ever like wonderful. It was better in concept than it was in reality. No pun intended, Realo. What's up, Tess? So, they've always had this in the catalog. It kind of... late again. Jacqueline was late. Now you're late. Let's see. You're 16 minutes late. what do we do? Probably tardy. That's probably past the threshold. So they just introduced this new model yesterday, 2 days ago, something like that. And the first thing you notice is this design is generally the same, but it's, if you're on mobile, it's probably hard to see, and I can't really move around this picture, but right where my mouse is right here, there is a pinch. Your dog ate the school bus. Damn. There's a Rottweiler. I could see that happening for sure. So it's got this pinch, and I'm okay. All right. So what do we got here? Clifford totally could. So we got the pinch, and I was like, fine. It must mean something. It must mean something. I'll go look. So then you poke around. It's like, okay, Sailor Realo, whatever. It's fine. New kind of design. Larger. It must be a woman's pin. This actually makes it look infinitely worse. I actively dislike this picture because of all the color they got going on here and the pinch. But whatever. Like, sure. I don't know what it is. It's just something about this. Okay, so like, are all Realos demonstrators? This is one of the first times I'm not into the demonstrator, just because of just a lot is happening here. So we haven't gotten to the good point yet. What's with the shape? I don't know. I can't totally figure it out. So then we go here. It's like, it's just a lot. It's a lot. Now is where they come for you. The old one was not a demonstrator. Some were. I mean, I literally have one that's a full demonstrator, but it was a special edition. But most of them had an ink window. You're right. Like the stock ones had an ink window. Some of the other ones. So they do all this. So we have a larger capacity chamber, 1.5 millimeter ink chamber. Right, holds 1.5 milliliters of ink. That's a pretty sizable amount. And then they go, but wait, there's more. You can take an existing Pro Gear Standard or 1911L nib unit and attach it to the front end of the Realo. I think I'm in. But I think it's a bad idea. I think it's bad in concept. I would be, so Spicy Hellcat, number one, it's $750 for the privilege of this. Okay? For the privilege of doing this and having a wasted pin, yeah, it's $750. They are only asking for trouble to doing this. If I'm sitting there, if Sailor has hired me and I'm in the design meeting, I'm 100% pitching this. I would hope someone would stop me at some point. I would hope at some point someone would say, Brad, we love you. This is awesome. And there is no way in hell that this product should exist because of the service issues that it's now going to cause our retailers. The overhead of this pen is just fantastical. Like, it's a huge amount of just overhead mentally and service-wise and customer service-wise and sales-wise. And that's when you get past $750. Whew. Man, just lean into the one thing. Like, I don't want to talk out of both sides of my mouth. It's like, I totally would have pitched this. What if every pen was an Ancora pin where you walked in and you can build it how you want. It's like, yeah, maybe. But do you know how much trouble this is going to cause? This is going to cause so much trouble. And to Little Dragon Teacher's point, they made a barrel that doesn't match anything. This barrel will match nothing. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I could have a Realo that I switched a nib into, but back up to Namiki Winter Vlad's point, I am now, like, wasting a pin by doing this. Or do I have two? I don't know. It's this. It's a 2-in-1 thing. You're telling me I'm paying this much. I guess it's an option, right? What nibs would I have that go in there? I mean, I have plenty. Because all my 1911 standards are my favorites. A way to sell 2 pins? I mean, for over $1,000? Can't you swap the clear pin's nib onto the white body? Yes, they are reversible. So you still have 2 pins, but to your point, you're saying, I don't like this nib on my new Realo, so I'm going to put my 1911... Whoa, sorry. I'm going to put my 1911... with my Cursive Italic on here, and then never use... Am I going to use the Realo nib in this barrel now? Right? Because this one would fit. I totally agree, Inky. But I can do that with these, like all these. Yeah, why buy a $750 pin with the goal of swapping the nib? Now, I could trade out these nibs, all 3 of these sections, with each other. Right? These are all the same pin. These are all swappable. Yeah, and we still haven't gotten over the pinch, right? Is it hot swappable? I would imagine in this orientation it is. Like, the ink is not up in that top, in the top section. It looks like in that middle section they even make a point of, like, here's where our attachment is. I think it would be hot swappable. I don't know, man. What do y'all... I mean, y'all have said a lot, but I think y'all are mostly nah on it. Just give me, like, a good Realo. So here's my Realo. Mine's an all clear one. Actually, excuse me, it's not all clear. It's frosted with a clear ink window, to Newland's point. And this is where they would have problems sometimes. Like, you can even see how, like, the gluing and epoxy in the clear one, like, they would actually have separation in this area. So hopefully this is, like, redesigned to a degree. But can I do this now? If it comes with real post-sale support. So check this out. So this is what so this doesn't unscrew. I can't unscrew this section. So this section's glued in here. Yeah, to take a medium nib or take an extra fine nib and swap it out with your music nib. I get it. But then you got to constantly swap it. So I can't unscrew this, but I could unscrew this and put it over here. But why not just get a Realo with that nib? Yeah, you have 2, no matter what, you're going to have 2 pins anyway, right? If you have one extra fine and one music, like, you have 2 pins anyway. Do you need one pin with both nibs? I don't know. So yeah, I mean, these should just hot swap, and they do. So like I could have all along, I can switch all these nibs all I want, right? That's not a selling point to me. So they upped the capacity sim. That is one of the new features. It is. I have to go look at what the old one is. They say it's 1.5 on the new one. This is. I don't think this is 1.5. So what I could do with this one is I could remove this nib and put the nib in a different pin. I need to ink this one up one day. I haven't used it in a while because it's a very, very fragile needle point, and I just haven't been in that mood yet. So, yeah, and then circle back to Jacqueline's point again for like the third time. It still's got it as a pinch in the way. So let me read you some of the specs. I'm going to read the specs on the podcast tomorrow. Looks like the new Realo has an adapter inside that's like a cartridge fitting, and that's why you can swap the sections. So it's like it'll seat on there, I'm guessing. It'll seat on there. That's a Nagahara needle point, and I could not afford the insurance to send that to you. Okay, so this piece is like a seal, like a cartridge seal. So, I'm going to read this on the podcast tomorrow, so y'all have already heard this. So, it is important to note that compatibility is not universal. The body is not compatible with Slim Series models such as the 1911 Standard and Professional Gear Slim, King of Pen models, Special Nib and 1911 Casual L Series, nor with certain cartridge converter models, including the Ebonite, Sculpture, Kirikane, and Arita 400 Years Anniversary collections. Just tell me what it's compatible with, because it's compatible with 2 pins. They don't list the Tuzu on here. What about the Tuzu? I like my Tuzu nib. It rotates. Can it fit on here? Just tell me it's only compatible with the Pro Gear Standard and then a 1911 L. That's it. I can't think. I mean, I don't know what else it's going to be. Look at the piston seal. It's got steps on it, so it takes up a bunch of space in the barrel. Yeah, the piston's big. So the old one is 1 mil. Okay. So yeah, they've enlarged the chamber here. So again, this is if disclaimers must be confusing. Yeah. If I'm in the market for like an over $500 fountain pen, I'm probably that's got some interesting feature. I'd be more interested in that platinum, whatever the acronym is for that weird platinum nib. That actually felt pretty good. It's more singular. Flaff. Thank you. I don't know why that makes me laugh. I would be more interested in. I'd rather pay like $550 for the Flaff, or maybe $600. It might be $650. I would rather have the Flaff than this pen personally, because I don't necessarily need what they're selling me here. I don't know, man. I think some people are going to like it. This is definitely, I want to see this. I want to see what people think when they buy it. And if they will actually use it as a swappable pen. Like if I was in the market for this, I don't know that I'm doing all the swapping stuff. I would have a bigger problem with how it looked. Like I think that white nib looks ridiculous. That white section looks ridiculous on this pen. That would actually drive me crazy more than like whether I had a music or a zoom nib on it. So, I don't know. Weird. They started selling grip sections with nibs and it's a go, otherwise it's just a waste. I mean, what is that nib section going to cost you? $400? If they brought out a range of nib units, sure, they'd still be like $400 probably. $350 to $400, right? What, like, how much do you think you're going to get that for? Not $200. Didn't Sailor sell a 5K kit with all the nibs? I don't remember. It's an expensive solution to a non-existent problem or a desired feature. Yeah, that's probably about right. And again, not to be hypocritical, I would have totally pitched this. You know what, Mafia Geek? It would work because at least it would match. I think, like, but then they couldn't make other colors, and I'm sure they'll make other colors eventually. But for the main one, it would at least match, and that would drive me less crazy. But if I'm $750 in, am I just going to go ahead and add on another $350, $400? Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows to make you wonder, Vlad? So, and I don't know if anyone's read this. I read kind of through this once, and I still don't know that there's any reason for this is on Stilo and Stile's site, but this looks like the proper, like, provided marketing. Is there any feature of the pinch, the waist? Pin introduces a completely redesigned body construction, unlike conventional Realo Malos. Okay, the nibs. It's just saying the nibs section. It's not saying anything about the waist. I don't think it's a separate chamber. Because that would be marketing. If it has a second ink chamber like an Aurora Optima or something like that, where it has like a safety chamber, it's gonna be marketed, right? So I'll have to poke around, see if I can poke around today or tomorrow before the show and see. Anyway, what a pin. What a pin. So yeah, kind of crazy. What's funny? So I saved the images. So that was Stilo and Stile's Instagram. All right, here's the pin. I think this is really bad. That's a bad look. And they have this. Oh, look, hey, swap. And then the Sailor Global release, Sailor Pin 1911. Do they have the swap? They might. No, they don't have the swap. Which is one of, like, that's why they're telling me they made the pin. So let me go back through this one, because this has some new pictures in it. Did the pin look really, really large? Look, I like wild pins. This one is not working for me. And I love demonstrators. Damn. I guess they're trying to do that for pictures to show. So, like, yeah, I don't know what's going on down here that's any different. And there's, like, the coupling for the nib units. That's pretty sizable when posted. And it looks like, now it makes it look like an hourglass. And the color makes it look like an 823. And it's an 18K nib. We didn't get to that point. 18K nib. Formerly 21K. Right? Yeah. Formerly, the artist formerly known as 21K. It's got 3 less K. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it looks like an 823, right? Man, They're letting Pilot off the hook for their 823 price increase. Is the cap not clear? The cap is... Wow. Golly. Sailor might have let me do my funny nib stuff, but I wouldn't let him get away with a solid color clap. I wouldn't get him. Afternoon streams, y'all. I wouldn't give Sailor the clap. I wouldn't let him get away with a solid color cap with a translucent barrel. Girl. Man, there is just so much going on with this. And they are really leaning into the ink capacity. Oh man, you can write a really long time with this one. Solid cap hides the mismatched sections. The solid cap is a mismatched section of its own. Now it's just hiding one problem but keeping the other. I do need a drink. I need something more in this cup today. Why did y'all make me talk about this today? Oh man. Special edition 21K new units in the near future leaving left over. So here's another interesting tidbit. They're already using the old nibs here. This is the same design that they've always used. This whole thing is just crazy. If you go back to the Stilo pictures, regular Pro Gear bodies ends where the pinch is. So the steel bit goes up that high from the hardware piece. Yeah, maybe. We'll look at that in 1 second. Whew. Posturing. All right, what did you send me, Hellcat? Didn't the standard Realo come with a two-tone nib? I think you're right, but was that universal? But I do believe you're correct. I don't know what that is. Profit anniversary carbon. Oh yeah, can you use this nib on there? I doubt it. Yeah, so that's going to be one of the problems they're gonna cause is like, well, can I use this on it? Well, I thought I could use this on it. Well, I thought I could use that on it. Right? That's going to be the whole thing. So go back to the Stilo pictures. So yeah, it does go way up there, doesn't it? But I mean, even if it's like a hardware like delineation, does it need to pinch? I don't know. So like yeah, like it's a long piece, right? So it goes all the way up there. Oops. But it goes pretty far. It goes to like right here. Interesting. Super interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know like what's the benefit there. That's where you snap it in half when you get pissed that your other nib doesn't fit. Do you see my Zento signature bits ink drops? No. What did you do? Was it in Slack or something? Oh, hang on. I got 8,000 messages all of a sudden. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so anyway, could the pinch be where to delineate where you grip to pull the section? You're not pulling the section. It's just a twist. I don't like. I don't need a gripper to untwist the nib section. Oh, to see your Zeno signature one? I didn't. Why? I don't even see that in the log. That's what I'm looking for in the log there. But yes, I will show you my Zento signature one. For $700, I get a KOP. You know what, Hellcat? That's actually pretty smart. Oh, I need to add one. That's true. Yeah. Like a 10,000 points. Have you seen my Zento signature? Okay, I'll think about that. We can probably do that. Yeah, I'd start looking for a used King of Pen for like $700-800. I don't know if you can get them for that now used. Maybe. Hang on. Sorry, one moment. Sorry. Japanese trip planning. When you rent a place that's an Airbnb, they need your passport and your picture and your job title. So we're coordinating all that. It's an expensive $700 pen. What if I told you you could use another Sailor Pro Gear nib with it? Did you think about that? Yo. What do you put as a job title? My friend put he makes pens. And I was like, fair enough. We'll go with that. Because she was doing the initial coordination. And it's like, so this is funny. What's up, JD lady? So this is funny. This is my group, right? So she sends in the information like with the passport stuff, and it's like, all right, what's your job? And it's like doctor, engineer, pharmacist. He makes pens. Our Japan trip. We were talking about what did y'all put for me, for my, for the Airbnb, like you need your job title, and I said we're going with a doctor, an engineer, a pharmacist, and he makes pens. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't tell you that. Yeah.
Okay.
So I found that enjoyable. Just send a picture of your Jacinto signature. That would put me at the top of the list. Oh my God. I'm crying. Oh wait. So yeah. Have you seen I'm gonna do my picture that I have to submit, and I'll just be like this. And she'll go, ooh, that's a Zento signature. Approved. Oh my God, Thursday afternoon. Or Wednesday afternoon stream, not Thursday afternoon. Yeah. Insta approve. So yeah, it's good. Zento signature would carry a lot more weight in Japan, right? That's what I'm talking about. I mean, this one came from Japan. I mean, they all come from Japan, but $300 more Ebonite KOP on eBay. Done. Ooh, yeah, get my gloves. I have a Namiki. It's your new glamour shot for the Atlas sidewalk sale. That I would do that. It does feel like Thursday. I am so just spent this week, chat. It's a busy week. I told my wife I am very done. So this is why I'm not very focused today, or yesterday was even worse. I'm just really, really busy. Just spent. Oh, and Newland, I think I have a Ask TPA for you that's in the email. So I did get that. I haven't replied to you. Random question: what pen would you show to a Japanese pen enthusiast to impress them? I think it would be different to hear. Okay, so if I was going to Japan, I would bring a Murex. Murex. I thought I was gonna have to think about it longer than that. Yeah, Murex. He has the most illegible signature of the bunch. I'm going with a doctor and a pharmacist. That's Chicken Scratch. And the engineer did actually buy one of my pens. So hydrate with water. Yeah, I don't have that. Although I'm empty on this. I need some more. And I think it's Murex. And a spoke pen Model 2, which I'm going to get yelled at for because we don't have any in stock right now. Because it uses the Signo DX refill. I think that's the answer. Murex. Yeah, but they would wonder why I have a Murex, right? I think they would wonder why I have a Murex. Especially Murex for her. Why is yours red? Watch your mouth when you discuss the pharmacist. Believe me, I know. And I've seen my wife's handwriting. Actually, my wife has good handwriting, but a bad signature. So, there you go. Both metal pens, right? I mean, they're used to Urushi and ebonite and all kinds of plastics. I mean, this is their metal pen. I mean, it came from Japan. So yeah, there you go. Those are my answers. That's a good question. Yeah, special edition Murex. I think so. I don't know what else it would be. What else would y'all take? What else would it be? The Hooligan. That would be crazy. The Skogsy. Yeah, I'm thinking of like maker pens now. Like the Hooligan, Skogsy Elved, the Monarch, Namiki Milky Way. Yeah, but I think they'd see that. Like they have that. Wopex. Newton Prospector, true. Yeah, something like that. Or Shinobi. Like I have an old Shinobi that I really still like. Does he still make the Shinobi? Yeah. So something like that, like the Elved or the Hooligan that's kind of showy, but also pretty technical. Bit crystal. Titanium bit crystal. Yeah, something kind of showy. Even though it's subtle but showy. Yeah, I think the Hooligan or the Elved is probably the answer. Bucky's pen. So do they have the swirly type materials? Yeah, I don't think so. Like would you bring this? Right? That's River City Penco Operex. A special Aurora. I'd have to borrow one from you. So, yeah, I don't really see a lot of the swirly acrylic pens. Like Sailor did just kind of some swirls in their own acrylic not too long ago. Remember those? There was a white one, a blue one, kind of a pink and purple one. That were more just kind of like waved through it, but not a full like acrylic of swirls. Parker Falcon. I bet they probably had that pretty commonly at the time. River City doing pocket pens. I haven't seen that yet. Are they up on the site or Instagram or something? Chaos pen. That would be epic. A Habs pen. Yeah, but no, I think like some cool maker stuff. I think is probably like a better answer. Let's see what this looks like. Anything y'all want to talk about today's fair game? I didn't really have any plans. I was going to test these inks that I had a question on before. So, but we can just look at stuff. All right, pocket model. Where does this start? Here? No, they're down. There's some other ones here. All right, what's the name of it? Bonaire. I think he did this before. He just hadn't been making them for a while, maybe? I generally don't like threaded on the back barrels. That's generally not my style. I do like the shape, though. Like these little... Suggestions for a good black ink with silver shimmer. Got Endless Obsidian Moon, and it's just not very shimmery at all. I mean... You can't do... I mean, are you eliminating Shogun because it's coppery? Like, that's the best... Well, and it's not even black. Never mind. Shogun is kind of brown. Brown and copper, as opposed to, like, black and silver. I want it to be black and silver, but in actuality, it's brown and copper. I would... Atlas has a store exclusive that probably fits that, but that's kind of annoying for you to order. Does Diamine have something? Diamine Astral? Let me look at that. Brad, have you tried the MD cotton paper? Yes, we can look at that right now. So that's actually a good thing to play around with ink. So I have it sitting right here. Let's look at this. Diamine Astral. So that was from Inkvent, and I guess it came out after. See, that's gold or green shimmer. That's not it. What's the what was that Ferris wheel press one, chat, called that they do? Private Reserve Pearlescent Black Silver. That might be easier to get if that's a thing. Pearlescent Black Silver. So they actually don't have a lot of... Sorry, my head's in the way. That looks pretty good. Does someone in here has this ink because we were talking about it. I just can't remember what it's called. Wearing a one? No, the one oh, that's pretty sick. There you go. That might be the answer. No, the one I'm thinking about is definitely Ferris Wheel Press, and it was an Atlas exclusive. This looks fantastic, though. This might be the one. That's pretty sick. What about that one, Rob? That's probably easier to get. Looks like it might be... Is it blue? Like dark blue? Deep black. Violet. It's black and violet with a layer of silver. Oh, Fortune Bunny. I forgot about Fortune Bunny. Yeah, that looks pretty sick. Oh, Dr. Naturalist, did I miss your question? Yeah, that's kind of in the same ballpark. Looks a little bluer in that picture. I think that was right when I tested it. It did look a little bit more navy. Oh, Dr. Nactus, missed your thing. Any tips for moving ink collection? Yeah, I wouldn't put it in the pods because you don't. They're not going to be managed. So yeah, I think everyone got you there. I only swatched it, but Tom's Studio Stellar was pretty shimmery. Which diamine is that? Okay, there you go. That's pretty straightforward. I don't even want to click that link, Mafia Geek. Do I have to? Is it going to make me mad? Because I see the name in the title and I don't want to click it. Good. Or can you just buy you could probably just buy silver shimmer. Silver shimmer powder. Oh damn. That is very shimmery. Shake very well before use. Yeah, it'll make you mad, but I think it's good. Okay, so people are calling it out. Okay, good. I'm good with that. Then yes, that's good. Oh, is that a? Oh my God, it's a Rosenberg. It's a Rosenberg. We're in the Rosenberg zone. Don't do it, chat. Don't do it, chat. Add Black Tulip in the Peloton M6. Ooh, that's nice, Rebuzzles. Okay, yeah. Wherever, just don't do it, chat. Same with Sensa. Is it Sensa, the one with the grippy thing? That's also him. Is Black Tulip named after the Dumas book? Yes. This is going to drive me nuts. Maybe they don't have it anymore. I thought it was like iron, I don't know, fence or something. Whatever. All right, I give. Iron ore, was that it? Yeah, they must not have it anymore. It was a store exclusive. At least answered, yeah. Okay, so they must not have it anymore. So, Pilot Kakuno greater than Platinum Plaisir. I hate the Plaisir. No. Oh, we hadn't even done a giveaway, chat. And it's been an hour. I actively dislike the Plaisir for the same reasons I dislike the All Star. So, pick your fights elsewhere. All right, let's do a giveaway. And then we'll do the cotton. Who was asking the MD cotton question? We'll actively look at that. Platinum Plaisir. If I had one. Oh, is that it? Okay, I wasn't crazy, though, at least on the color. Confirmed, Brad not crazy. You heard it here first, chat. Confirmed, not crazy. All right, Mafia Geek, we're gonna do that. Let me start this giveaway up, and then we'll I'll go through what I have here and tell you my opinion on it. Let's do a giveaway first. We haven't done a case in a while, or some kind of soft goods thing. Did I stuff it all in here? Where is all my stuff? God, we still got retros. What is in here? Oh, let's do this because it's big and in my way. And I like this. Confirmed. What are we confirming? Knock Brasstown less than Knock Sinclair. I mean, for my personal use, I agree. So you're over 2, Matcha. I think the Brasstown is a way more unique design. If I could only use one, I'm using the Sinclair. All right, let's give this away. I didn't want to give this away, but that means I should give it away. I just like it, and I'm just not going to use it. All right, so we got this, Kimberly. This is something that Kimberly picked up at SFSF. And I love this cat, the Meow Mail Express. So this is a big tote from, Jan Chaco. First class possum delivery. And I think I put this, there was something else that came with it. I think it was a stamp. Yeah. So, 2 things. So then we have the stamp and the logo that's on the bag in a sticker form. So there we go. So let's give this whole little set away, which I think is super cute. And I really, really like this. So, and the stamp. Super cute. Boom. I should make a stamp. Yeah, I love this giveaway. I love this kind of stuff. And then I end up with too much stuff of it. And then we'll play with some MD paper so we can have opinions on it, because I think it's interesting. I actually have a lot to say about MD cotton. Ooh, since when I bought it, it was MD cotton, but in the future, is it going to be Midori product cotton? What do I call it today? Man, I didn't cover that with April. I'm scared to call things names. Where's April? Is April accidentally listening? All right. Cat mail. So yeah, this is just super, super cool giveaway. So thank you to Kimberly for picking up all this stuff. Boom. Exclamation point waffle. Exclamation point waffle is what you type. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. You must be present to win. You must email me your shipping address if you do win. Make a little room here. Speaking of cuteness, do you know what's not cute, chat? If you follow me on Mastodon, I had an experience today that I would not like to wish on anyone. And that is me having to use Microsoft OneDrive. I'm working on the Waffle ink collaboration. And I was asked to upload some like my mood board type of stuff, some things I like. I have never wanted to throw my laptop across the room so fast. It was unbelievable how unuser friendly and just straight up failed. And all I was going to do was make a text file. Oh my God. I get it now. Oh, Dropbox is a thing. It's just not what this company used. So the company asked me to share it in their pre-built system. So I had to use their system. Oh my God. Wow. No, it is waffle related. I've said it before. It's just slow going. I mean, partially my fault. Yeah, we're doing a waffle ink. Exclamation point waffle ink. Golly. Fuzzy Turnip, I got something in the mail from you. Should I open it? I like your return at Fuzzy Turnips. I'm gonna blow Fuzzy Turnip's OPSEC right here. You want to see Fuzzy Turnip's return address? I'm gonna dox Fuzzy Turnip right here. The hell is that? I just cackled when I saw that. Where's that gonna go? It's like, wait a minute. Is Fuzzy Turnip working behind the boxes at my post office and just putting stuff in my mailbox? Crazy. Crazy time. We'll do some... should I open that on stream? We can do that tomorrow because I have something from Bailey too, and Bailey said don't do it today. Waffle Ink wink. Yeah, well, wink because I need to like get my stuff done with you. I actually have a lot of ideas. I'm probably gonna have to wait till after vacation and get with you, Rob. I'm just too busy right now. No way that's returning. I mean, who doesn't know Fuzzy Turnip? Like, you're just wrong, Thule. You're just wrong. Who doesn't know Fuzzy Turnip? All right, we're giving away Meow Meow Express from Yan Chaco. Yeah. That's just like me sending an L on a postcard, which is great. I need to, one of these days, we're not going to do it today. I have all these postcards I did one day, and I just need to get some addresses picked. One day we'll do a rapid fire giveaways for like 1 minute, and I'll get some people's addresses just to send these. They're fun, but they're sitting here. Look at that one. Olive Octopus sent me that one. Remember when the cicadas were bad? Are you planning on getting a Hanko stamp in Japan? I need to think about that. I need to prep. Like, I already have this one that someone who knows things got made for me. And apparently it says Brad. So I don't know if I should get another one. Send one to the White House. So, yeah. So this is the one I use. So anyway, we need to do these. Cicada. I'll send this one to the White House. I have a whole stack of effing birds. How about, there you go. That's the one. Get a Pen Addict one. This is the hand-painted one. Is this Tracy Vandermeer? I think Tracy did these. That's the, get a stamp for the Pen Addict. Okay. Stamp actually says white guy paid too much. It could. Like, that's from the Pharmacy Museum. That's from Liz. He sells pens. And this one, is this the one you sent me to Mickey Winter Vlad? This whole set? That's a real pretty set. So, yeah. We'll do this. I don't know when. They just need to go. They need to get out. Should just get it to say pens on it. Or something. I don't know. It didn't look like it was in German, but it looks like it's out of that thing. Oh yeah, it is. Sorry. Well, Abel Tasman National Park, but it's like torn out. Roland Garth. Yeah. I don't think they're all in German. I think it. Oh yeah, here it is. Neusland 2012. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, this is from the set you gave me. He must, whoever the photographer is, he must have just done a bunch of travel and traveled all over. Is the whole set from New Zealand? I can't even remember now. All right, y'all got 30 seconds or so less. Okay, they're all from New Zealand. They're really pretty, obviously really pretty. They're fountain pen friendly too. Crazy. Or fountain pen friendly enough. Not many are like purely fountain pen friendly, but fountain pen friendly enough. All right, last call on your waffles! Exclamation point and waffle. Anyway, OneDrive sucks. I just wanted to put that out into the world because I was scarred for life this morning. So, I figured many of you could relate. All right, let's close it out here. All right, that is closed. Draw winners. All right, let's pick a winner. Is bam, VH2D. If only you knew someone that worked at Microsoft you could relay that information to. It's probably a pretty open secret there. At least from what I hear about Copilot and stuff. VH2D, you win. Tracer, were those hand-painted postcards from you? I don't want to get in trouble here. Your wife will love that toad? Heck yes. All right, VH2D, pick a dinosaur. Where are you at? Okay, thank you, Tracer. They're so cool. I'm going to start sending them out. Stega, all right, you're on it. You're on it. All right, email me, hello@penaddict.com, and we'll get this mailed tomorrow. Rather have the blow-up Copilot from the end of airplane. That's the proper Copilot, huh? Turns out that's the Copilot all along. Oh, very much so, very much so. So I want to share them with people. So I haven't been sending them, but I have written them. They're fun to write on because it's like a watercolor type of paper. It's really thick, and like this was the 1.1 millimeter stub with the trusted bivalve on there, and it worked really well. So very cool, very cool. Thule, you are having a rough time of it, so I don't know if you'll even hear this, but sorry you're having bad internets today. Be good. All right, VH2D. Let me put this back in here for now, and then we can finally get to our MD cotton. All right, see you, little dragon teacher. All right. MD cotton time. So, Lady Condo with 2 months of sub, and let's go. 2 months, 2 names, 2 subs. Let's go. Appreciate you. 140 pound, 100% cotton watercolor paper. Well, it handles it pretty good. So we're going to get this notebook out too. This is standard MD, right? This is kind of my favorite. Just everything paper. And then this is MD cotton. So I was curious. I think, just my opinion, while it might be technically correct, I think cotton does a disservice to the name of this product because it makes you think, oh man, it's going to be ink bleed and messy and not great for fountain pens. No matter what people say, I think the name's a slight deterrent if you're a fountain pen user. Not for all users, right? But it is what it is. It is what the paper is. And you know what? It's pretty flippin' good. Is it my preferred paper over standard MD? No. Is it a nice to use paper that's a fun option? Yes. Do they make regular sizes of Midori MD cotton? I don't know, because that's kind of a mess. I haven't tried any other cotton papers because I feel that they're going to be more like Tracy saying, like the watercolor type of cotton paper. Like this is cotton paper, but not, and it handled ink well. So it's basically like everything else. It depends, right? But I did a review of this, testing out some different inks, some different drawings, some inks, and you know what? It's pretty good. So it's a little bit more ghosty than standard MD. And the colors are pretty good. Like it looks pretty good, pretty comparable there. I'd say overall, it's a nice paper. Is it machine washable? It's dry clean only. It's dry clean only. Man, my stamp ran out of days. This is the kind of, if anyone has a stamp like this that I can get, let me know. We looked for these one day on stream, and I never found anything I was happy with. The original Crown Mill cotton paper handles ink well, though it might be too soft for you. Gotcha. So yeah, I think anything you throw at the cotton is going to be good. So let's do a couple of ink samples here, because I want to test these inks to see if I'm going to keep them. So you can see where I did some other ink tests here. Like, look, this was, so that image I showed y'all yesterday was in here. So this is a swab. That's just a cotton swab of Teranishi Guitar Antique Black. I showed y'all the picture yesterday. I didn't realize it was sitting right here on my desk. And, like, look. Like, it's pretty great, right? It does have slightly more texture than the standard. But overall, I'd say it's pretty darn good, right? So there's some tests. Let's see. Oh, yeah. The Schmidt rollerball didn't do that great in it. Yeah, I bet it's really good for color pencils and drawings, like Corolla says, because it does have that slight bit more of texture. Where this is, I wouldn't say this is glossy, but this is very smooth, and then you can feel the texture here. But it doesn't overly absorb ink, right? It's just a good, like you can see, like even all those lines here, like it doesn't bleed. It's more ghosty than you think. You think it would be, you know, a better, like card thickness or thickness, paper thickness. That looks like a polar bear. I think this is this. I can't remember. I don't know. Maybe not. So yeah, it handled. This is actually making me want to use it because it looks really, really good. And you can see, like, again, like no bleed through at all. So this is a broad narwhal nib with gourmet pen Saskatoon berry pie. Like, it's, and you can get enough shading and character in the inks. So I don't know. I would recommend it. It's slightly ink pony. We haven't done ink ponies in a while. Yeah, like, I don't know, Mafia Geek. It's pretty good in a weirdly mental it shouldn't be way. Like, I did not expect this to be any good, and it's actually really good. I still want this every day because I can get it in grid. These are, I think cotton only comes in blank, right? Do they do anything in cotton? Both Head Full of Ideas, both. Do they do anything? Look how heavy that ink is, and it didn't even touch the backside. Does cotton, MD cotton, come in any format other than blank? Just blank. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Because they do weird shapes and sizes with them. They don't do a lot of standards, although I guess A5. But this is a square notebook. But, like, you can see how thick this went on right here. Pretty much no feathering. Maybe slightly on the edge, but man, that looks like it was dunked in ink. Whatever I was using was completely dunked. That's the ink we gave away yesterday. Oh, blank page here. Rip. So, this is an extra fine nib with that same ink. There's some lines. Okay, let's throw some ink on it. I agree, Lomo Geek. I am a grid / graph first, and then dots second, and then blank third, and then lines can die in a fire. But, yeah. Blank, I do like it for just playing around with. So, these are some of the inks I didn't know if I wanted to keep yesterday. So, we're going to take some quick samples of these, and we'll see how this goes. Lines are the worst. Bought a Midori letter writing set expecting to be MD paper and was genuinely awful. Was it one of like where they did like designs on it? You know, like flowers or birds or some of those. Like pre-made sets, like the 5 and 5 type of set, 5 sheet, 5 envelope sets. Yeah. I thought I reviewed one once, Newland, and it was pretty good. That's the Sailor ink I got for Mother's Day. Which one? We got Tortoiseshell Brown from Bungu Box. King Crab. Glass stir sticks just arrived. We're about to get into them right now. And I'll explain why they're so good. It's because I can clean them off right here at the desk. They don't really take anything. I don't even have to wet the paper. Like, I keep a stack of paper towels here. I don't even have to wet them. I probably will. Fuji's an amazing ink. I want to see how close Fuji is to the Diamine Nightfall, which I did in my review today. If you go pull up today's review, it's the Visconti Mirage Mythos, which I guess I left back in the other room. So, all right. So these are 4 inks. We're going to sample these, and then I'm going to decide whether I'm going to keep them or I'm going to give them away. There's definitely going to be a giveaway of one of these inks. I'm not keeping all of them, but we'll see. Let's do Fuji first. Fuji's the most common one. Fuji you can actually get. And probably Tortoiseshell Brown. You might can get Tortoiseshell Brown. Fuji's a great dual shading, chroma shading ink. Sorry, I have to put something on here. Is this it? Thick A5 square variant. What are you looking at, Wheezy Faz? The letter was generally unreadable. I'll have to go look up when I can get my keyboard back. I'll have to go look at. I swear I reviewed. That's what I'm using right now. So it's like 5 by 5-ish or 6 by 6. Does it give the actual measurements? Do I have an A5 up here? This looks like exactly the one I'm using. A5 square. MD Thick is the name? Sick. How does MD Cotton handle ink swatches? Glad you asked, Hellcat. We're about to do some ink swatches, but I can preempt that by showing you this. Bam. Bam. It handles them wonderfully. All right, so let's do this. Need a little protective. A5 square. I don't know how they determine the square part. I'm assuming it's A5 in this dimension, but I don't know. So I guess they're just taking this and this dimension and squaring it off would be your A5 square. Just like A5 slim is the vertical dimension with this part cut off. I don't know. Shout out slim sizes. Midori B6 slim with like an orange foil stamp Panatic logo would go so hard. All right, so this is Fuji. Would go so hard. I never thought there'd be a size dumber than A5 slim. You hush your mouth. You hush your mouth. This color. So, who do we need to know to make that happen? I don't know. So you can see MD Cotton, it's showing the color changes here, right? So if you're wanting like an ink sample page, you want it to represent the color well, like the color changes well. You just don't want it to be flat. And that's what you get this from MD Cotton. Like, it's pretty crazy. Well, and this is a very chroma shady This ink should have a lot going on, and it does. So this will be Sailor Mania Fuji. So yeah, if you're using it in like extra fine nibs to write, I don't know if it'll be as good, but dang, it is wilding out right here. All right, so while that's drying, let's just keep going. So this will be the Hachimanjiya Ginzen Snow Gray. I honestly think this is that sample, but we're about to find out. Who knows? It's like, what did I use that for if that was the sample of it? I think that's it. What size are these bottles? These 20s. What size are these Sailor bottles? Are these 15s or 20s? This might be 15, right? This looks like 15. All right, see ya, Annette. Thanks for being late today. Have a good day. Latest sizing fun rabbit hole, Lockbee. I almost said Lochbee. Lockbee A6 6 ring, almost personal Bible, and A7 6 ring, which is almost, oh, sheesh. Sheesh. Ready for the Canadian Grand Prix. Yes, what a weird season. What a weird season. Am I about to convince you to buy another bottle of Blue Black? I don't know. This is an interesting color. This is Hachimanjiya. So you're getting a lot of character on this page. Excuse me. So Midori Cotton pulls off the color from inks. Like you can see stuff, see shading especially, which is what I want to see the most. All right, let's scoop these out of the way. Grab the other two. Over under the Marmot struck during GP weekend. Struck. I think it's under 1. Seen is probably like 3. Could watch you and Olive Octopus Ink play with ink on stream all day. I could play with ink with. I could play with ink on stream all day. I just get too distracted. So distracted that I can't even say the words. You should watch Olive Octopus Ink, who does not get distracted. Wow. That was crazy. All right. So now we're going to go with... You found what? Oh, the letter set. Go look on my site. Oh, I have had this one. I don't think I reviewed this one. I think I reviewed a different one. Remind me to go, if y'all don't go look for it, a Midori letter set on Pen Addict. Remind me when we're done here, and I'll go look. I did not review. I think I've given that set away, but I don't think I've actually tested that one. All right, so this is Mr. Krabs. Fuji's wild. Fuji or Van Diemen's Nightfall. What is your favorite chroma shader from Sailor? I don't use very many, to be honest. I prefer this better than like 123 because 123 is awfully light, but that's kind. I don't have a lot of experience with all of them. So this is Kingdom Note Macro. All right, let's look this up, chat. All right, I'm getting the keyboard. Thule, you're back. 223 is a happy medium. All right, let's see what this is actually called. Macro Chira came very Japanese spider crab. Okay, that's what we're gonna call this now. Japanese spider crab. It's scary, Chad. It's scary. Ah. Japanese spider crab. That's what we got here. But it doesn't. It uses the. It's what biological name or whatever that's called. Scientific classification. We're gonna say Japanese spider crab. It's a weird color. I don't know how to describe it. It's obviously orange, but it's got a lot of other stuff going on. Did you see Hellcat? I did see that Hellcat is spicy. Okay. And last one is reddish orange. It's a reddish orange. I need to see if I can. It's getting pretty blown out for y'all. I think it's a little bit darker in what I see. I've had this bottle for many, too many years to count. And you can tell just by the rim of it, it's like not even remotely crystallized or crusty, which is great. I mean, this is from 2016. So there you go. So then last one, tortoiseshell brown, Bungu Box, tortoiseshell brown. I think everybody's spicy. We need a thing that adds spicy to everyone's name just while they're on stream for like one day. So whoever was asking about MD Cotton and ink, I think this is a pretty good representation of that it handles. We need a spicy emote, that's true. Top left looks like the petrol finish on some pin. Yeah, it's kind of wild. Cotton is so good. Well, good. We got a lot of confirmation in here today for the cotton. So this is tortoiseshell brown. Man, how do you spell tortoise? Tortoise shell brown. Okay. You buy loose cotton and have them rebound. That's cool. I would Newland 20. I'd do $200,000 for world's hottest chip. I am not a hot spicy guy. It would take more than ink drops. If it was USD, I'd do it for 200,000 USD. Yeah, I'm going to show you how much at the back of the page. It doesn't bleed at all. I'll go ahead and tell you, and I haven't even looked. So there's Fuji, pretty dry at this point. Hachimanjia. That's pretty cool how it breaks up in there. Spider crab. I need to show you all this on the heads up camera. I think this looks actually better in person than it does on the camera for y'all. And then tortoiseshell brown is really nice. That's a good dark brown. See? Told you. I didn't even have to look. It just handles it well. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's just good. I am the best hot spicy guy on the internet right now. Well, that's different. I'm not familiar with Fireside Snug. I'm going to show you this. I guess it's not as hot as it looks on camera to y'all. But let me see if it shows different up here, because sometimes it does. I think the other ones are pretty representative. I think the orange is a little hot. It actually looks more red in this up here. I don't know. That spider crab is not getting good imagery. I think the other ones are pretty consistent. Would it be a bad idea if you swatched on the back? I personally wouldn't. Just because I don't like that feel, right? It's wet, right? It wrinkles because you're putting on a lot of ink, right? So now you've already compromised the top half of this page. I think you're asking for problems if you come over the top here, because you can see it's wrinkly, right? It's just not going to bleed through. That's two different things. I wouldn't swatch on the back of the page, but that's me. So yeah, actually I think spider crab looks better here than on the top cam. I hate spicy food intensely. I like some spice. Like I'm a medium. I'm not quite like white guy spice. I like a little bit, but I don't do like hot. I'll do medium stuff. So your advice when making a swatch book is to leave the back of the page empty? No. My advice is paper dependent. If you're using a coloring book, you could probably go on the back, right? Because you're not getting a wavy page. If you're using a thin paper, you're getting a wavy page, and that waviness means it is compromised by water somehow, by the wetness, right? So when you double up on there, you're more likely to affect like the texture of the page, and it's gonna start ripping and like bleeding through. Spider crab looks more red. Okay, let me look at Fireside Snug on my monitor and see if I can relate it somehow. So yeah, does that answer all the questions on MD Cotton? Basically, 2 thumbs up. Is that Diamine? Did y'all say that was Diamine, Fireside Snug? Okay. Let's see. Did Kelly do it? Yes. That was awesome, Mafia Geek. Okay, good. Okay. It is darker for sure. It is more red. Spider Crab is more red than Fireside Snug. Fireside Snug is more orange. Spider Crab is more red. This looks more, you're getting more to the autumn oak side of the ledger here in Fireside, and Spider Crab is different. Like if these were right next to each other on the page, they'd be drastically different. Tasha Aka. Aka's peachy in the sheen. It's not close. What was Chris Mack? Thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. What was... Do I have a recommendation for a red? I like Robert Oster Red Candy is my red. Oh no, my bits broke. Whoa! 1,000 bit. You cheered 1,000 bits and all you get is a broken image. I'm so sorry, Chris Mack. Thank you so much. Seriously. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I'm glad you're here. I really, really appreciate you. This is what we do. This is what we do around here. And you hit a broken image. Sorry about that. What an awful experience. Welcome. That's broken. What was that Jungle Viper ink? Who made that Jungle Viper ink? That had the green sheen? Wasn't it called Jungle Viper? All I'm getting is a bunch of G.I. Joe stuff. I know who you are. I know who you are. Krishna Jungle Volcano. I'm feeling like the base of that. Damn it. You've hit. You have hit levels of bit donations never before seen on the Pinac. If you tried 100, that would for sure work. But I don't know I don't know why it's not carrying over. Why? That needs to be a bit donation. That's what it needs to be, the bit donation. No, you're doing the... What are you doing to me? Thank you so much. All right, I have cried on stream before, just so you know. I'll do a live one for you. Okay, so 5,000 bits was, and that's have you seen my Zento signature? So there you go. There you go. So that was 5,000, and with the gifted sub. Okay, so that was a live one. What other live one can we do? Ooh, we'll do this one. Oh, we gotta break out the gloves. We can do this one. This one is... Ooh, where'd it go? There it goes. This one is called... Here Comes the Air Steppy. So, there we go. Amazing stuff. Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate it. That's super cool. And thank you for the gifted subs. If y'all got gifted subs, tell Chris thank you. Really, really appreciate it. Have you seen my WOPEX? Generally can't find it. I can probably fix that. Yeah, MVP of the stream. MVP of the stream. All right, I gotta find this ink because it's gonna drive me crazy. You know what this ink color is? It's the ink color of Squirrel Emote. Is what it is. Jungle Volcano. For some reason, I'm thinking the base ink color looks to be the same here. But whoever said Krishna Jungle Volcano, you're correct. That's probably too orange. The Pin Addict on FPC, that ain't gonna work. We need to update that. All right, look. Some website reviewed this ink. Looks like Susan did. It looks like this color to me, kinda. It's way darker than that. And this sheen's so hard. Nah, it's not this color. That's too light. It's too light. How many bits to see your refill? You know what we need to do? We need to fix the bit thing. I'm going to make a note. Chris, you're making me make a note. Fix the bits. You seen my Zento signature? I'm about to use it. That's all I can think of, Thule. Fix the bits. Exclamation point. What's your email? Is it exclamation point? It's hello@pinaddict.com, but I'm wondering, do we have a command for that? You've been telling him for ages? Email. I figured it was exclamation point email. So yeah, I don't have a good comp for this ink color because I never use this ink color. Which means Skogsy! 53 months of subbing. Let's go. Thank you, Skogsy. Appreciate you being here. Man, you must have heard us talking about the LVED earlier, and like the bat signal went up. It probably took that long to get from like my house to your house, and then the bat signal went out, and then Skogsy's like, LVED. Someone said LVED. So, do you prefer the swirl or this? I don't even know what that means. The white gloves are great. We should get a. We need a white glove Zinto signature redemption. So, all right. So, look. Oh, 300 works somehow. Let's go. I don't know which ones work. I'm gonna have to figure that out. You found one though. Winning. All right. So the goal here. The gift subs have been working. You're driving me nuts saying Zinto signature. I think Stephen Merritt's favorite pen is probably the Zinto signature. I think it's probably Stephen Merritt's favorite pen. Be my guess. Y'all are just trying to break it now. I like that you're giving me money to figure out what's broken. I have really like crossed a threshold here today. So yeah, we have really done something today. We have entered new territory. It's a darkness. It's a darkness, but we have entered a new territory. I am now a corporate consultant. Yeah, y'all didn't know this. I've been running a KPMG scam this whole time. We're just data collecting here. How does one not work? Now that makes me mad. One should always work. Brad, quick question. Zinto signature, do you have one? I do. It's the black model. And it says it, even says it on here. In case you forget, it says it right there at the bottom. Zinto, Uniball Zinto, in case you forget. Crazy. All right, we need to give away an ink. I'm covertly on Uni's payroll. I mean, I if I told you, I'd have to kill you. Only one of them, that is pedestrian. Okay, final results here, chat. Sailor Manyo, Hachimanjia, Ginzan Snow Gray, Kingdom Notes Spider Crab, Bungu Box Tortoiseshell Brown. I'm not keeping any of them. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a giveaway, and you can pick which one you want. Boss Baker Chris. Also, 1, 100, and 1,000 should always work. I don't know what's going on here. Boss Baker Chris, thank you. So we're going to do a giveaway, and you can pick any of them. They're all going to go in the Icebox of Happiness for future giveaways. I don't think I'm going to use any of them enough. Let's do that. All right, let me get this one going. We'll call this Pick an Ink. Pick an Ink. Pick an Ink. And whatever you don't pick, they're all going into the Icebox for future giveaways. Whoops. Go! Exclamation point waffle, exclamation point waffle. Anyone can enter, anyone can win. You have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. You must be present to win. You must email me your shipping address if you do win. Do I have a quick sample in here? I know I do in the other room. Of Nightfall. I might go grab my Nightfall sample just so y'all can see. We can. Oh, there it is. So Nightfall is much bluer. It's this one here, the circle. So Nightfall is much bluer than Fuji. Fuji's much more purple. Those bits are just like a straight up donation. Like 100 bits is like $1. So Chris like went berserk, and somehow managed to find the one. Oh my God, Eddie Johns is here. Shh. I love you. Hope you're doing okay. The Nightfall, damn it, is what I use in this review today. And it's a little bit more blue. Hype chest. Honk shoe. Honk shoe emote. Is that a Pokemon? Honk shoe. Oh, is that what I do when I sneeze? I honk shoe? I don't know. I don't know what that means. It's cute though. Nightfall is also different colors. Chat. Same ink, different paper. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab it. I left it in the other room. I gotta grab something to drink. Be right back. Oh, here. We'll do this. I'll put this right here. BRB. We back. Oh look, my pen matches my cup. Sad I missed the Zinto on jet pens today. There's always tomorrow. UAF versus posting. Posting. All right, real quick. While this we are waffling. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have done that. We're waffling your choice of one of these inks. Yeah, it's just like the purple axle. You never know when it's going to show up. Anyone getting rained on? No. How's that? So yeah, you can pick one of these inks. I was deciding which ones to keep, and I'm not going to keep any. So I wanted to see Fuji, how it compared to Nightfall. Nightfall's much bluer. So that's Nightfall. This is also Nightfall. You believe that's the same ink? You believe that's the same ink, chat? Same ink, different paper. Wild. And this is how I think it actually looks. Yeah. No cap. Head full of ideas. And this is how it pretty much looks. So, in the end, Fuji, much darker purple. Nightfall, much bluer. How long we got here? All right, y'all got about 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. We're waffling away. Your choice of these inks. The gray one is Hachimanjia. It's a store exclusive. It is also the smallest bottle. All these others are 50s. So these three, and then the Hachimanjia, I believe, is a 15, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like they're 15 size. So, and whoever wins can pick whatever they want. Man, this is a good stream today. I was not feeling great. Like, my mentals have not been good this week. And I was like, man, I'm going to stream, but it might only go an hour if I'm in a bad mood. Turns out I was in a very good mood. I just been holding it all in. Do you ever do that, chat? Sometimes you think you're in a bad mood, but you've just been holding it all in. Went to Daiso over the weekend, got a friction erasable zebra brush pen and a Hauser 5 pencil. What's the Hauser? Not familiar with the Hauser. From 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Yeah, I feel you. I saved it for us. I saved it for me. Just kidding. Fountain pen stream has been known to turn my mood around. Same. What was I gonna say? Been having a bad week too. Both cars need work. Makes it a nightmare to school pickups. Oh boy, that's rough. I know that dance. That is no bueno. Made for Daiso, not too shabby. Okay, cool. I'll have to look at that. I've been awful. Right now I'm good, but it's been a rough one. Like two different times. What paper made Nightfall look almost green? Tell me you don't read the blog without telling me you don't read the blog. Could make live for a while. Playing back your streams help me get through some recent rough days. Heck yeah, Addy. Thinking about you. Always. It is Mitsubishi bank paper. And I can show it to you. I mean, I will do a live demonstration once this giveaway ends. Let me find a page to use. All right. Giveaway is closed. Last call. Exclamation point waffle. Last call. But yeah, it was just regular Mitsubishi bank paper. I've had some the Yamamoto bank paper make purples look blue, but I've never seen the Mitsubishi bank paper handle an ink like that. It's usually one of the reasons I like Mitsubishi bank paper is because it's a pretty straightforward ink representation, like Midori MD. I think it's pretty straightforward, and that caught me way off guard. All right, giveaway's closed. All right, let's pick a winner. Ready? Bam! Frank the Tank, you win. Let's go. Frank the Tank, come on down. Frank the Tank, woohoo! All right, now you have some picking to do. First, the most important pick is the dinosaur. It's the dinosaur, Frank the Tank. We have Stega up top, Dino in the middle, and Brawny down at the bottom. Which will it be? Brawny, all right. Let me use my Zento signature. Now you have to pick an ink color, or not an ink color, an ink. Which one of these inks would you like? And I will send you whichever one you pick. All hails into y'all are really gonna hate me next week when I do. I'm recording next week's podcast tonight. Hachimanjia. Nice pick. All right, so we'll eventually give away all three of these. the 3 remaining, but just this one today. And we'll do a little bit more testing here real quick just to show you what this. You're very welcome. Email me hello@penaddict.com with your shipping address. I'm going to ship tomorrow. All right, last thing. Let's do a bank paper test here. Actually, we'll keep Fuji out for this test. Let me get a clean page here. So what we want to see is chroma shading inks on bank paper. Oh, dang it. Did I leave Nightfall back there? Let's see. All right, let's do Fuji real quick. Did you pick a pen and ink for vacation? Not yet. I was actually thinking that before stream. We'll do that tomorrow. But I was literally just starting to do that right before stream began. So, and I didn't finish. Like, I didn't get anywhere. So let's think about that tomorrow. We need... Okay. So let's do Fuji. Let me do Fuji on here. So this is bank paper and Kikuyo Good Tools, which is pretty standard behaving paper. And then I'll run and go get the Van Diemen's. So this is Fuji on Mitsubishi bank paper. So you just saw this on MD Cotton, and you'll see what happens on this weird bank paper. I've never had Mitsubishi bank paper do that really for chroma shading, but we'll see what it looks like. And let me go get the Nightfall real quick. And this is for reference. That's what it looked like on cotton. And you can see this. Hello. All right, so let's get... Fuji doesn't look great on this Kikuyo. That is wild, though. Yep, so this is where the Van Diemen's showed up. Yeah, it looks like a completely different ink, right? It tends to just be with like, what's up, Eric? How are you? It's going good. We're just playing around with some ink and some paper that handles ink differently. So this is Nightfall. Yeah, so that's Fuji. I should write that down. So is that 4 different inks? Allegedly. Okay. So yeah, I've never seen Mitsubishi bank paper react this way. And I'm pretty sure that's what's in here. You can check and see if you get the 3 diamonds. Well, I can't really do it yet. The watermark. But I'm pretty sure. So this is from the Paper Mind. Put Daybreak on the MD. I don't have it in here. I don't currently have it in here. I'd have to find that. I knew where all this stuff. Can I send you a sample of the peppermint tea? Sure. Sure. I saw that ink. That looked pretty cool. Mitsubishi? No, they just have the same parent company name. So look at that. So that's why it turned up this color here. And this is the same ink. Right? So this is a pretty normal. This Kikuyo is pretty normal. You put Nightfall on the MD. Oh, on here. Yes. I can do that real quick. So yeah, that's the difference. When I'm doing this is what it looks like most of the time when I'm writing. But you can see it even does that to the Fuji, which is crazy. And then we can put Nightfall. Let's slide Nightfall right in the middle here so we can get it close by. It is crazy. And like I said, I've gone through, I don't know, 2/3 of this notebook. And that's the first ink I've seen just like completely not representative. I mean, I guess both of those. But I don't use a lot of chroma shaders, right? So let's put Nightfall right in between this and see what it looks like. You're going to have to get that paper quickly because it is out of production. It's still available. It's my favorite writing paper. I think Canopus might take over from it. But Mitsubishi bank paper is out of production. But it's not that good. I mean, I'm not going to say it that way. A lot of people don't like it, so it's still available. It's not like a Tomoe River situation. And it's more prevalent than like... not Irreful. What's the other one that I don't like? Cosmo or Light, yeah. Cosmo or Light wasn't widely produced anyway. Bank paper is and was. So yeah, these should be pretty representative. I don't know, maybe I was a little bit lighter on that sample there. But I don't think these are going to be too far off. Stone paper is great for like pencil and like rollerball, heavy ink pens. But for like fountain pens, it doesn't work super well. So, there we go. It's crazy. Doesn't soak up oil. Yeah, the ink kind of sits on the top a little bit. And it's got like a little give to the paper. So what I want to confirm here is that... So on whoever had the Papermind page up, did Blake list that this was Mitsubishi bank paper? I'm 99% sure it is. But I could be wrong. Now that I've seen this, I've gone this whole notebook. Okay. I've gone this entire notebook not questioning what this paper is. Like, lots of writing in here. This is the first time I've had a question. Okay. I'll show you the way to check. It has the bank paper has a 3 diamonds watermark, Mitsubishi logo. Doesn't Life have a bank paper notebook? That's how I got started in bank paper. Was Life's bank paper was my gateway into bank paper. I was like, I really like this. So, but yeah, you can just check the watermark. See if you got any watermark pages. Yep, 3 diamonds. I'm sure I can't show y'all, but you could see it. Probably with my phone. Will that work? Yeah. Nah, you can't see. The camera sees too much light. So, anyway. Crazy, right? Pretty crazy. So it's probably going to be like your chroma shaders. Other companies still making bank paper. So a company called Yamamoto out of Japan has their own formula, and they did. But the problem with that one is they actually use Mitsubishi's factories to get it produced. So it too will no longer exist. But that paper always looks like this. That paper looks like this with the blues and purples. You can still find. So Yamamoto has stock for years. It's called Yamamoto bank paper. I have some laying around. The Yamamoto bank paper consistently behaves like this with the blues. But it's his own proprietary formula. The only problem was where he got it made. Because he worked with them to get his own made. But he said he had to print so much, he'll have it for years. So you can find it. I don't know where you're at, Lomo Geek. But like in the U.S., Vanessa Pens probably has it. Gentleman Stationer might have it. The Yamamoto version. Just look up Yamamoto paper. You can order it directly from them from their Etsy store, and they like ship it out of the U.S. They don't. It's not too hard to get. The only thing with the Yamamoto, I think it's only blank. Sometimes you can get it from Danica 58. Papermine has it too, the Yamamoto version. Okay, so yeah, Blake stays on top of it. So Life bank paper is Mitsubishi bank paper, correct? It is. Yep, blank is pretty much it. So this one was lined. Blake sent me this one, and it's been good for like my reviews when I have to, when I'm doing writing. For like when I have to like take a picture of my handwriting, it's good to have the. It's nice to have the lines. Otherwise, I never use lines. This is only a review notebook, so stuff like that. So they do give a guide sheet. JetPens also has Yamamoto. True. I forgot about that. All right, I think we're gonna wrap it here, chat. Crazy good stream, right? I mean, for me, I had fun. Yeah, but the Life is. Anytime you see bank paper, it's going to be Mitsubishi bank paper, unless they say it's Yamamoto bank paper. So like Life doesn't say Mitsubishi bank paper, but it is, so something to keep in mind. There's not a lot of companies make it. Oh, that is wild, Newland. I am with you on that. That is pretty crazy. All right. I think we're going to wrap it here. Tomorrow, let's see. Tonight, I'm recording next week's podcast with a secret guest. For next week's release while I'm on vacation. You may plug something, yes. Your Zento signature. If you say your Zento signature, I'm going to be upset. in the best way possible. Absolutely, Tracy. So tonight I'm recording next week's podcast. Tomorrow I'm recording this week's podcast with Mike in the morning. And then right after that, we'll be back on stream. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, but I didn't know what we were going to do today, and it worked out pretty well. So that works for me. I still need to go through Grackle's your email that you sent me with all the Mike is taking too much time off. He only took 1 day off. I'm taking the next one off. The next one's me. The next one is me. Bread. Mitsubishi bank paper. Who knew? All right. Anyone in Dallas-Fort Worth area this weekend is Texas Frightmare, a horror convention I help run. If you come see a film, you'll see me and my Zento signature. You're hell damn straight. How many streams do you go into with the plan and stick to your plan perfectly? A third of them? Maybe half and half. Maybe half and half. Lots of bits today. I appreciate all the subs, the bits, the chat, the hang, the lurks. I appreciate all y'all being here. Last call. On the cotton. You don't think it's that high a ratio? Well, because like if I'm going to stream for 2 hours, so like that's kind of my default like bucket. I'll say I want to hit these 1 or 2 things for sure, and then everything else. So if I get those 1 or 2 things done, that counts as a success, right? As far as that metric goes. That counts as a success. Even if the rest of it is, a squirrel fest. So, makes sense. Where the podcast is pretty much 90% on topic. So, TBD. All right. I'm out back in the morning. We'll figure it out then. We'll talk more about the Sailor Realo because that's what I'm going to talk. If you heard me today talking about the Sailor Realo, that's what you're going to hear in the podcast tomorrow morning for sure. We'll see if I get as upset about it. All right. Thank y'all for being here, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.